Well, from an inspiring and touching story to a crazy action-packed film, there is definitely something for everyone opening this week.
Who better to tell us which ones are worth seeing than the one and only Jim Ferguson. Jim, of course, we have very differing movies coming out this week.
Yeah, like 180 degrees apart. We're beginning with Where Hope Grows. That interview first?
Tom Hardy
Tom
first.
Hardy.
Yep.
Tom Hardy. Okay. Heather, probably the hottest actor in the world today.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I don't
Tom
hate
Hardy.
that.
Oh my God, he's on everything. He's got like 4 big feature films coming out. He is so hot right now. But one of the toughest interviews I've ever had to do.
Really?
And you know, you've heard me say that the British actors are the best.
Yes.
This guy is really a jerk.
Oh, is this true, Jim Ferguson?
Yeah, this is true. He's not easy to talk to. In fact, Alex Rochard, editor and producer, had a hard time editing what we were going to do because it's a long story. But see for yourself. Now, Alex said it's not too bad, but it's a...
Well, is the movie good?
The movie is the best film of the summer.
Best movie, but star actor is not so great in person.
Not so great in person. And not only with me, but with everybody. But here's Tom Hardy.
I want to watch.
Your character, Max, survival was his Bible, right?
Right.
And why did he feel that he had to do this alone in this world?
Well, I mean, Mad Max is set up for a man who's lost his family, and then is basically cast out into a post-apocalyptic landscape where he lives alone, and that's it. He doesn't have a family, and he doesn't have anybody. So at the beginning of Fury Road, we find him living a hermetic lifestyle, devoid of any contact with anybody. So he is, in aspect, I suppose, in many ways, like you said before, the Western on Wheels, the sort of Pale Rider character, or the lonesome cowboy, I suppose, in that aspect. Much the same in the sort of a Kurosawa Japanese film, you know. So he is a man devoid of contact who's searching for a home, you know.
The scene where you first meet Charlize's character, Furiosa, that was a wild scene. It wasn't very friendly. Took a lot of rehearsal and worked hard to do that scene where you fight her?
Yeah, I mean, there was the stunt team put together a choreography which took, which they downloaded to us, and we shot that scene over about 2 weeks. That fight scene, and it was broken into lots of little beats, and because it was quite complex, even though it runs very quickly on screen, there was a lot of moving variables with chains and car doors and guns and squibs in the ground, and there was a lot of choreography in this film. So that first meeting of Furiosa and Max was a very important part of the storytelling.
Yes, it was. Actually, Alex did a good job. I got more from him than I thought I really did, you know. But I shouldn't have said a jerk. He's more like a big kid that likes to play around with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, he's a fine actor, and directed by George Miller. I don't know how George directed him, but he did.
But the next movie, completely different.
Yeah, it's an inspiring, you hear the word heartfelt, family-oriented. It's about a baseball player who's washed up. He loses his wife. He goes home to raise his teenage daughter. He's totally depressed. He's an alcoholic. And he meets a young man with Down syndrome, David DeSanctis, played by David DeSanctis. Kris Polaja plays the baseball player. And the young man is called Produce with Down syndrome, saves his life. And here's my interview with the two of them. When you were shooting the film with director and writer Chris Downing, I would imagine, tell me if I'm wrong, that you could see his passion for this story?
Oh, yeah. I mean, on every page and then on every day of the shoot, he had an amazing story to tell, and I think he hit the mark.
He really did.
You know?
Yeah, he really did, yeah. David, can hope grow in a grocery store?
Yeah, a part of it was because I played the character of Produce, and Produce as an employee that worked with produce, with fruit and vegetables in the store. but I think the movie itself of Where Hope Grows generalizes being based off of Where Hope Grows, which is that I'm the hope that I send the hope to Calvin for Calvin to stop drinking, and my other perspective of me giving the hope to Calvin is for him to go to church of every Sunday, and also for him to be nice to his daughter as well.
So produce was your salvation.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, I highly recommend that movie, Where Hope Grows, and that young man is so good in it. It's hard to believe. It's a good film. Friday, back to Mad Max. I'll review it. Fury Road, Charlize Theron. It's her movie, and we're going to have only Charlize on, and she's so much easier to talk to.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that.
She is so good.
Jim, we love having you on. Thank you so much.
It's fun, isn't it?